Etiquette and self-improvement has been a theme for hundreds of years, and we're looking here at a nice lot of 10 19th century books devoted and about these types of themes. This is the Young Lady's Counselor, 1852, on the various duties and dangers of being a young woman. Nice embossed publisher's cloth binding. This next book is also ornately gilt-stamped, 1854 on the spine, angels with garlands and a book on the covers. The edges of the text block are all gilt. You see an engraved frontis here, a date, 1854 on the title page. There's another steel engraved image there. Someone has put flowers in this book years ago. Oh, there's a thunderstorm. That's a nice, rich, dark engraved image there. And this book is fascinating. Look at the condition of it. It would seem to indicate that it has been highly consulted over the years to the point where it's very worn, which is interesting because it's called The Well-Bred Boy and Girl. It's a New School of Manners, 1850. And at the back is a supplemental volume, which is The Well-Bred Girl. So girls get a whole separate section of conduct and advice from boys. And this next volume is beautifully preserved, nice fine binding, stamped in blind with gilt on the spine, all edges are gilt. This is The Young Man or Guide to Knowledge, Virtue, and Happiness, Lowell, 1845. Of course, Lowell is the site of several very large mills that employed children, and there was many books published in Lowell in the 1840s and 50s that are quite collectible for that reason alone. Here is an English imprint, actually, with an engraved half-title, 1858. It's about deeds and not words, moralistic stories that give examples of how it's what you do, not what you say, that matters. Here, look at that gilt-stamped front cover there of a family sitting around in front of a fireplace. And this, again, has all edges gilt. It would appear this is an early original embossed stamp here, likely the binder, or possibly bookseller. This is Affections and Pleasures, 1844. All the text is set within ruled boxes, and this is, again, inspirational and moralistic stories for the self-improvement of character. This book is another one that's been so heavily read that it's literally lacking its spine with the covers detached. 1848. Beautiful binding, though, by the way. The covers are what's known as a cathedral-style binding. They're embossed with an architectural motif. And this is counsels addressed to young ladies and young men, young married persons and young parents, delivered in Washington City in April of 1846 by William Hale Smith. And it's all edges are gilt. Again, text all set within ruled boxes. And this is more instruction about how to be a good young man or woman. This is a great title here, Self-Cultivation, the idea of self-improvement. Here we see at the rear an interesting publisher's catalog bound into this cloth binding, which is ornate with a great gilt spine. This is a beautiful volume bound in what is a silk noir covered boards with beautiful spine, very nice urn and floral arrangement on the front cover. All edges are gilt. There is an engraved frontis with tissue guard. Likely the book is probably 1840s or so. And let's see here, and at the back there's even more advice. And the final book in this lot is this little paper one, again, consulted and read to the point where this is how it survives. It has 30 pages, which may be all that was ever issued, or it could be lacking. I'm not really sure. I haven't researched it. But at any rate, this is how it survives, literally consulted to the point that it looks like this, about how to write letters, polite letters, actually, which, can you imagine in today's age of Twitter and so on? This is the type of instruction that was once given in society for being respectful and politeful when you talk in public. So this lot of 10 self-improvement and self-help books is available online from me, Brian DiMambro, in Dover, New Hampshire.